Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat 5. And let's see. We're gonna be questioned. Well, that's one thing that's gonna be happening in this next part. And hopefully we're not going to get court-martialed.
General Howell, Supreme Commander of the Osean armies deployed to Yuktobania, successfully stormed the enemy beach and established a command center on the spot. The general, who claims to have been given full operational authority by the president, then made the following declaration. "We will march forward and we will not lay down our arms until the Yuktobanian capital has fallen." Aured, the Osean capital. The winds of war have yet to reach here. The air still smells of peace.
But that wasn't us. By the time we got there, they had already...
That's right. We heard them over the radio. They called themselves the 8492nd Squadron.
8492! 8492! Is that all you people have to say? There is no squadron in our military with that number.
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
We've got an emergency here. Our armies are bogged down with the Yuktobania invasion, so we're short on operational aircraft. Unfortunately, as a result, we're going to have to request that you flying aces take off for us. So, which mission would you like to take on? That's right, the capital's got more than one attack to deal with right now. How about we use this to decide?
Okay.
Yuktobanian aircraft have suddenly been detected on radar southwest of Aured. They are flying in the direction of Apito International Airport, located in the area between Aured Bay and the capital. Apito International is a civilian airport. The enemy's intentions are unknown. Passengers and personnel are currently being evacuated, but the sudden appearance of the enemy has plunged the airport into chaos. Intercept and engage the invading enemy formation and protect Apito International Airport.
Alright. So like I said in the previous part, that depending on what our response was, we'd either be...
I can't believe we flipped the coin for this mission. This isn't funny, man. This is the airport control tower.
Yeah, we'd either be defending this airport or neutralizing a chemical attack on another city within Osea.
This is Air Ixium, Flight 31. High-speed aircraft just passed by us 600 yards away. They're Allied fighters taking off on
come
an
on.
emergency mission. All flights be heads up for mid-air collisions. Fighter? Over on the west coast.
Oh, how peaceful this place is. I'm choking up here.
Which squadron was that, do you think? It's the Capital District Air Defense Squadron. The enemy has unleashed...
So supposedly the unit that was responsible for attacking Yuktobanian civilian facilities like the university, which is actually kind of important. Like, that university is important, as you'll... I'll point out a little bit later as to why that's a little bit relevant.
The coin is bad news too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Things are any better over here.
But yeah, supposedly the unit that was attacking civilian facilities was the 8492nd Squadron, which apparently doesn't exist. Now, well, is it that really suspicious?
Spread out to attack formation. Good luck. I can't attack. I keep thinking about all the people in those houses down below. All units, altitude and radio silence restrictions are
Ooh
set.
boy, that guy's really popping off missiles.
Ammo confirmed. Hey, what's all the ruckus outside? Attention all airport personnel. This is an emergency. Emergency? What's going on? We've just learned that several aircraft of unknown origin are inbound. What? You sure it's not the false report? We've spotted them on our radar as well. This is for real.
Chopper, box 2!
Okay.
Down below? On the ground? This is Airport Control Tower. Military transport planes parked on the runway. State your squadron number and call sign. This is Capital District Air Command. We haven't deployed any Allied military transport planes to civilian airports at this time. Tanks coming out of transport planes. They're firing. It's the enemy. Enemy forces inside the airport.
Huh.
Hey kid, did you hear that just now?
Yep.
This is the middle of Osea. How can they be attacked?
We basically got attacked by like a Trojan horse strategy here with pretty much transports that were giving off friendly ID, now releasing tanks into a civilian airport.
It looks like we were tricked.
Yep.
When we passed over the airport just a moment ago, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Attention passengers, please do not run inside the terminal hallways. We urge you not to panic. Please stay calm and evacuate the area.
Calm down, please, calm down. Damn it, nobody's listening. Chopper again. We just need to protect this airport facility, right?
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Roger that. I'll do my best. AER Flight 302.
Although we should definitely prioritize in protecting the entire city, just in case the other jets decide to bombard any other points.
We have to be careful. Use our missiles. This is Flight 417. We've been in a holding pattern for hours. We're on emergency fuel. It's too dangerous. I can't give you clearance to land right now. Tell that to my fuel tank. Can't you help us land here? This is OWA Flight 783. We're running out of fuel too. Are you listening to me? This is war here. The freight terminal's getting shot at. Damn it! This is a civilian airport. Then again, we did sort of do the same thing to them over in their territory.
Retaliation for that? Why do people have to be so stupid?
Oh. Obviously somebody's trying to stir up trouble, so we got a little bit of a third party doing something sketchy, especially if the so-called 8492nd Squadron doesn't exist. And apparently they were the ones attacking civilian facilities within Yuktobania territory.
All the way here and get through our defenses to destroy our capital, there's not nearly enough of them to occupy the entire country. These guys are on a suicide mission and they know it. They must really hate us, or else they wouldn't have gone this far. Damn it! Damn it! Hey, Control Tower. I feel like crying too, believe me. Defense line penetrated. Now entering terminal. Enemy attacks getting fierce.
This is no random terrorist act. Blaze, we can't lose any time here. We have to hurry.
Yeah.
Let's hurry.
Attack the airport
Yeah.
as well as any civilian planes in the air.
Well, let's not be reckless.
Enemy aircraft overhead. Payback time. There are civilians in there. Do we really have to do this? Kennedy, don't forget about the people they killed. Damn it! The Uke pigs!
Oh god, yeah. Attacking civilians during wartime, major war crime.
Drive them to do something like this.
Yep.
What lies at the root of this attack is hatred itself. Parents, please stay with your children. Please follow all announcements and verbal directions.
What the hell is going on here? Rumors are starting to spread.
Please do not crowd the exits. It is extremely dangerous.
Passengers are stampeding for the emergency exits. There's too many of them. Split everyone up. It's a sea of people. I can't control them. The enemy's faltering under all air support. Come on, let's gather up the wounded while we can. I can't advance if we're getting shot at from the air. Look at that transport's wreckage. Do they have helicopters inside that thing too? The hangar is under attack. I can see fire. Just get control of the airspace above us.
Come on. Bring it on. Okay, I think I hit both of them. Yep. Gotcha.
Enemy forces annihilated. Airport control tower, what do you say? Affirmative. Enemy defeat confirmed. Give our thanks to your aces up there. Roger. Operation complete.
Funny enough, I was just thinking, the Sukhoi, it's probably one of the few Russian designs that I actually do like, because as far as like Russian-made stuff, like the AK, assault rifle, and all that stuff, I honestly don't like Russian-designed weapons. So, yeah, it's just their fighter jets that I seem to like in terms of slick design. And in fact, the vectoring nozzles that I've been telling you guys about in previous videos, they're actually first, I believe they're first designed by Russian jets, like the Sukhoi here, or the Sukhoi platform, I should say.
The enemy forces that tried to capture Apito International Airport have been destroyed. Hopefully, we'll find out how they managed to infiltrate the airport after we complete our investigation. Additionally, the effects of the chemical attack on the college town of Bana are currently subsiding, thanks to the neutralizing agent that was spread. The group that carried out the chemical attack are all but confirmed to be a Yuktobanian Special Forces commando unit. They were planning to link up with the main force at the airport, but they aborted their plan and slipped away upon hearing that their main force was defeated. The Yuktobanians have defiled our soil. Worse, they tried to destroy a civilian airport. We've got to defeat them, no matter the cost. We'll be sending you back to the front lines of the Yuktobania mainland. If you all really are innocent, then I hope you can prove it out there on the battlefield.
Jeez. Yeah, I was just thinking about all the war crimes that are just committed. I mean, attacking civilian facilities, and especially with the chemical weapons attack. Well, that's a chemical weapon, which obviously isn't, well, it's not allowed within, like, warfare ever since, I guess World War I got the whole world to consider that with the chlorine gas and shit like that. But I suppose, like, I'm not too sure exactly about nowadays, like, given terrorists and everything, because they really don't give a shit. Because usually people sometimes don't follow rules. Okay, what was the next mission? I think the next one's a long one. Like, it is a desert operation. So I'm looking at the time here. We're at the 13-minute mark. So we just might bleed over a little bit, but I'm willing to let that slide. Powder keg. No, never mind. It's not the mission I thought it was.
I will now brief the details of your mission orders. That's all I have to say to you right now, people. If you all really are innocent, then I suggest you prove it out there on the battlefield.
We have discovered the position of a secret facility in Yuktobania used to store ammunition. According to our information, the base is located deep in the jungles north of Lake Dama. The facility is massive and contains enough ammunition to supply a Yuktobanian ground division for a week of combat operations. Destroy this stockpile and cut off their frontline ammunition supply. Note that we've been getting a lot of attacks from soldiers hiding in the dense jungles with shoulder-mounted SAMs. They are very hard to detect from the air, so stay heads up for sudden attacks from these missiles when flying at low altitude.
So essentially, we got a whole bunch of dudes camping out in them jungles, firing Stinger missile launchers at us. And there's nothing you can do about it, except for just bobbing and weaving and dodging them. There's also a special target within this mission that I will point out because you have to hit this target if you want to get the Falcon, or at least there are a total of 5 different like hidden hangars in this game that have parts to the Falcon here, and you're not going to be able to get it in like one playthrough necessarily. Like you're gonna have to go through mission select to get some of them, and maybe I'll show you guys how to do it. Well, I don't know. There's quite a few guides on like on the internet, so maybe not. But overall, I'll just show you of what I can within the Let's Play on like where some of the hangars are. Like I could probably show 3 of them. Yeah, I could show 3 of them because one of the other ones pops up on like the one of the optional missions based on like your yes or no responses. So I can at least show you a decent chunk of like where to get the parts. Okay, now we'll get to the Raptor, and I'll talk a little bit of like what I know of the Raptor besides like what like is sort of commonly talked about with it, because yes, it's a let's see, I'm just gonna read the in-game description here. So with a combination of stealth capabilities and superior maneuverability of its thrust vectoring, so the nozzles move, the Raptor lives up to its name as the ultimate air superiority fighter. Okay, and just a bit about the special weapons. So air-to-air missiles, long range, that can be fired up to 4 targets simultaneously. Anyhow, yeah, it's pretty much the 5th generation of like special fighter jets per se within like the US Air Force and everything. However, the point that I want to make here that I don't hear covered too much when people talk about this jet, and I might be wrong, but like correct me if I am, but this paint scheme in particular, it's based on the protagonist's paint scheme from Ace Combat 4, or as your call sign is Mobius 1 in that game. However, minus the emblem there and some of the letter markings, what I want to point out is sort of like the blue shade and the that mark, the sort of shield looking mark right there, because now I'm not 100% sure on what the hell that marking is called, because when I tried to look it up online, one of the descriptions I got was a refueling question mark, but overall it's a refueling marker. So what it means is when you're doing a air-to-air refueling, which funny enough, I remember showing Tekragon like Ace Combat 7, and he's watching the air refueling. He's like, man, like that's not a real thing, is it? I was like, yeah, it is. So essentially what it is there's like this nozzle, like you'll see me doing it in this game later on, but there's this nozzle that sort of plugs into the top of the jet, almost like whenever you're refueling gas inside your car. The nozzle for the jet fighter jets are usually on top along the back, so pretty much the pilot has to skillfully fly behind a refueling aircraft to get this nozzle to plug in. Now what this marker does is it's supposed to help the person on top of the refueling aircraft coordinate with the pilot flying the fighter jet, and that's what that marking is sort of like there for. And all current mass-produced F-22 Raptors have a refueling question mark or marker that is lined like that. Now, the reason why I state this to be such a big thing with like this design is because from what I recall researching, there are a total of 9 essentially prototype F-22 Raptors. So what they're designated as are the F-22 Raptor EMD phase Raptors. So EMD standing for, what is it? Engineering and... Oh, shit. I used to remember this off the top of my head, but it's along the lines of like engineering and mass production development phase. So that's what EMD stands for. So there's a total of 9 of these that actually exist, and I find that to be really cool because I do like the old like EMD refueling marker versus like the current mass produced versions of like the F-22's refueling marker. So that's why I wanted to point that out. But so once again, I might not be 100% factually correct. For any of you guys who are also enthusiasts out there, please feel free to correct me or just let me know, like with like updated information on that stuff, because I would really like to know.
Captain, please choose my plane.
We're all going up in Raptors, even though that's expensive as hell. Because they say the F-22 Raptor is the world's most expensive jet. So these things cost, from what I recall, $135 million US dollars for like per unit whenever you're buying one. However, they are also expensive to deploy. Now I don't remember the exact like I suppose was the term here. I think GMP, so like gross military. Essentially the amount of money it takes to use the jet, because you have to pay for fuel, repair, all that stuff. So that's a very, very hefty bill whenever deploying Raptors, which is why they're not really like used unless it is like an important situation that like you need a Raptor for, in which is why the F-35 was developed to sort of like substitute that. And the F-35 is a little bit more of like a multi-role. Like I think I mentioned in the past that I jokingly call it the poor man's Raptor.
Jeez, now they got us turning right back into another battle. This scenery definitely clashes with my rock and roll. I'm just glad they're not ordering us to attack a city in retaliation for their retaliation. You're a real optimist, you know that? This is Thunderhead.
Okay, I'll show you guys where that secret hangar is here.
Somewhere where I didn't have to listen to that voice. You did tell yesterday. You'll be arriving at your target area shortly. Well, I don't want to listen to that interrogation committee at the Capitol either.
It should be all the way out to the east here. Although I say east because I'm just assuming that the top of the map is north, which is usually the case in most games. So yeah, the warning is always going to be there, because there are them fools in them jungles with them crazy ass missiles. Yeah, like so. So that's important. That means that you just hit a hangar that has parts to build the Falcon. Alright, now on to our main mission. Okay, so we have to find these tunnels and launch missiles in, because the enemies stashed their ballistics inside these tunnels, and it's basically gonna, well, hence the mission name, Powder Keg. It's gonna light up and blow them up. So if you're ever wondering where the missiles are coming from, just every once in a while take a glance at the radar on the bottom left right there. You can see those lines flying towards you, and those mean that those are missiles. Because when I was a kid, I never knew that. I never paid attention to that. So whenever I saw a missile, I just started turning left or right as hard or as fast as I could. And here we go. You gotta fly into the, or at least not into the snow. Don't do that. Fly. Yes, like so, chopper. Yes, yes.
Good. The approach
I think what we really have to worry about are just some of those stray missiles from the guys camping out in the jungles. But just be a little quick about it. Well, they did state in the briefing that we wouldn't be able to see them. So doing bobbing and weaving left and right or serpentine style will definitely help you dodge them. Or a proper barrel roll. Remember guys, Star Fox taught you wrong. It's not rolling the aircraft like that. That's not a barrel roll. Yeah, I can. So, anyways, yes, as I was saying, Star Fox taught you wrong. That's, if you guys watched the tutorial video by Tomcat, then you guys know that that's a aileron roll. Wait a second. Is she doing what the hell I think she's doing? What sorcery is this? She's flying through the freaking ground. Oh god, the AI hacks. Yeah, sometimes you'll see that in like old Ace Combat games like that, like this. Is the AI can fly through walls and the ground. Like I've seen an enemy ace do that when I was trying to shoot him down once. So yeah, the AI can semi-cheat. Actually, thinking about now, talking about AI flying through stuff. So if the AI, like, not gonna say, flies close to you, as you saw in that escort mission where we were helping the, escorting the transport plane, she's flying pretty close to me. So she's not going to actually be able to crash into me, like if she actively flies through me. However, if I fly too close to her myself, like directly at her, like the center of her jet model, I will touch her hitbox and I will literally crash and blow up, but she'll be fine. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, what else will I be thinking? No, I'm having the time of my life flying through enemy territory with missiles being fired at me. It's a blast. Alright, there we go. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you can't fly into your allied crafts if you actively do it, like. However, they can't fly through you. Where's this missile? Where's this missile? Okay, from 6 o'clock, essentially. Okay.
Well, no wonder the enemy's serious about protecting this place. It's a key strategic point. Can't put
Barrel roll.
The air just feels thick all around me.
Grim, you've got to respond quicker.
Warning, inbound missiles hit.
Oh, I actually got him.
Enemy yet?
Oh boy.
That was a huge explosion. Yeah, man, out of fuel. Keep the defenses up. That base isn't all that long.
Oh boy. Come on.
Enemy approaching the ammo dump.
Alright, we just got 3 more tunnels to take care of. And I hit the 30-minute mark as I expected of me bleeding over, but that's fine.
I don't know what I like more, this or dogfighting. Or maybe the question is which one I hate more.
Well, dogfighting's fun, per se. I mean, like, okay, real life scenario, life or death, maybe not, but video game context, absolutely.
Damn it, shoot them down quick! The situation is not looking good here.
In fact, I can't wait to do Mission 7 of Ace Combat 7. Oh boy, I remember seeing the trailers and the demo to that mission, which you're basically dogfighting through a canyon in the middle of a thunderstorm. And I thought, oh god, like that's like scary news, because when you're flying through the thick clouds, you can't see the ground at all, so you have to base on instrumental flying. And I was still younger back then, so I didn't have a good concept of that until I watched Tomcat's video giving pointers about the dotted lines meaning you're facing down. So I did that mission firsthand, not knowing that. I was like, oh god, I have to take this slow. Pretty funny watching my friend try to do that mission too. Like, I was like, you know what? I want you to do this mission just to see your reaction. And he's like, oh my god, what the hell? This is the most insane thing ever.
Shut down! Shut down! Fox 2!
Ooh. A wall of missiles there, but not good enough.
All armories destroyed. Mission complete. Return to base. Well, it's over.
Mission complete. Let's go home.
Nagase. You gotta say that with a little more feeling. At least we get to go home again today, right?
Yeah.
So, cheer up a little, huh?
Nah, man, she's the Kudre waifu type, so she's gotta keep it cool. To protect her anime personality type. Whoa, a little closer to Chopper.
The targeted ammunition stockpile facility was destroyed. With this operation, we have cut off one of the lifelines of the Yuktobanian army. Their ability to conduct operations will be reduced across the entire nation.
Oh, not like I was really actually playing for rank. If I really was, I'd be using a different jet probably. Or no, I wouldn't be rambling as much. And yeah, I'd be a lot more quiet. But I'm here to play for fun and to entertain you guys, so yeah, that's that part. Let's see if we have a cutscene. No, right. It's gonna save first. So, okay. That's gonna do it for this part. So I'll catch you guys in the next part. See you in a bit.